The digestive system, it includes several glands, and these all glands help in the purpose of digestion. We will start with the salivary glands and their functions. There are three pairs of salivary glands. Parotid gland is one of it, and it is the largest of all the salivary glands. This parotid gland, you can see the size, it is so large. This is the size of parotid gland, and compared to all the other glands, it is way too larger. It is present in pairs, and they lie on the sides of your face, just below and in front of your ears. The parotid glands, they open into a vestibule opposite to the second molar teeth, and when there is viral infection, these parotid glands, they cause swelling, or swelling occurs in them, and there is also some pain, like maybe you all have heard about mumps. So it is this entire swelling and all the pain is taking place in the parotid gland because of swelling which has occurred in it because of viral infection. So that is the first gland of salivary glands. Second important gland is the sublingual gland. Just beneath the tongue is presence of the sublingual gland. You can see this structure. The sublingual glands, they are present in front of the tongue, and the function of these glands is to secrete some amount of salivary amylase, and even just mucosal secretions occur from these sublingual glands. Next is about the submaxillary glands. They lie just beneath the maxilla, that is the jaws, okay, and they lie at an angle close to your lower jaws, which again open up into your tongue. Now, what is the function of the salivary glands in total or as a whole? The salivary glands, they secrete some viscous fluid which is called saliva. You all are aware of it. It is a sticky substance which is secreted, and it contains water, salts, some amount of mucilage or mucin, we call it. Mucin means that slimy substance, some enzymes like the salivary amylase, and because of secretion of all these substances, so let me name them once again. First thing it contains is a lot of water. Along with water, there is presence of some salts and minerals. Along with salt and minerals, what else does it contain? It contains the most important part, that is the salivary amylase. Amylase, it means it is helping in digestion of carbohydrates in the mouth. Not the complete digestion, but simple breakdown of the carbohydrates. It starts in the mouth and it takes place in with the help of saliva, when saliva gets mixed up with the food particles. One more purpose of is there for the salivary glands. They help in maintenance of the pH of around 6.5 to 6.7, which is almost neutral, almost 7, and this neutral kind of neutral pH helps in functioning of the salivary amylase in the mouth and degradation or breaking down of the food particles. The saliva is carried into the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity, it means the mouth, by the ducts. These all parotid duct or sublingual duct or submandibular duct. From the with the help of these all ducts, all these saliva is collected and is secreted in the mouth cavity. Now, saliva, it lacks the presence of amylase in animals, but we are talking about the human beings. So for us, it is very evident that the first digestion of the carbohydrate, it begins in the mouth itself. This salivary glands, they are capable of various functions. So we have to learn about 3 to 4 functions of the salivary amylase and or saliva. So let's discuss about the functions of saliva. So what are the functions of saliva? First thing is it moistens and lubricates the buccal cavity with the help of mucosa or mucosal secretion, and it helps in production of speech. Think that your mouth is completely dry, you cannot speak at that time, so it moistens your mouth so that you can produce sound or you can speak properly. This moistening of the food, it also helps in moistening of the food and turning the food into food bolus, because mucilage is present when we are eating the food. It is lacking the presence of mucilage, and the food cannot move inside the esophagus in that condition. So after churning the food or breaking down the food, it has to get converted into small bolus which has high amount of mucilage within it, and small structures will be formed so that we can gulp it down through the esophagus. So second important function is that. Third function is it helps in clearing the food debris from our mouth. Think after eating the food, you do not have any debris left in your mouth. It is because of the saliva, because saliva helps in collection of all the food which is stick in your teeth or any other part of your muscles in the mouth, and it just clears off all the stuff and all the food particles and allows it to go through the esophagus down the lane. And next important thing is it also neutralizes the acidic pH of our mouth, because acidic pH will lead towards the destruction of our tooth. The salivary amylase helps in first digestion of the food particles, and even the salivary amylase, as because it is having a pH of 6.7, it can kill various microbes if they are present in the food particles. So these are some of the functions of the saliva, and also about some of the glands. So you should have an idea about all these glands and these at least 4 to 5 functions of the saliva.